Hey, thank you so much, Dorothy. It's such an honor to be able to share my story with this beautiful group of women. First, I'd like to give a shout out to all those women sitting over there. Hey! And they're like, why is she acknowledging us? We don't know her. But the reason I'm acknowledging that section is because that's where I sat last year as an independent guest. Right? That's where I was last year. A year later, I'm sitting over here at a very prime location, I must say, and I'm a Catholic Mothers Group leader. So what happened from there to there in 1 year? And what happened was Dorothy Pilarski, her best friend, the Holy Spirit, and a God-appointed encounter in a parking lot. All right. So what happened? So first I'll just say my name is Berta Byrne. I'm a mother of 3 children. I am a high school teacher. I've been a high school teacher for 25 years. For most of the time I was a theology teacher, and then I kind of got a little tap on the shoulder, and someone I'd worked with for many years said, would you like to teach the special needs students? And something in my heart, it was like a little tug on the heart, a little spark. And I thought, yeah, like I've been looking for something. I wasn't quite sure. And I said yes, I really would. And so I began teaching the special needs students in our school, and it changed my life so profoundly. And that's important going forward as I talk about our mothers group. So I have a real love for learning about the Catholic faith. And last year, a friend from church said, well, there's this great conference, the Dynamic Women of Faith Conference, we should go. And I thought, sure, it sounds fascinating, like why not? So I came to the conference, and like I said, I was sitting over there, and there was a lot I was anticipating. I thought, oh, there's going to be great speakers. Sister Byrne spoke, just so inspiring, and I was just loving the event, every minute of it. But what I was not anticipating was what I'm doing right now. I didn't know that these women were going to come up and they're going to talk about how they started a mothers group, and how that had such a profound impact on their life. So as they were speaking, I felt that same tug when I was given the tap. Would you like to work with the special needs students? It was like that little tug, like, do you want to do something more? Are you ready to expand your heart a little more? And, honestly, I was like, no. I was like, I'm really busy. I was working part-time as a teacher, like a 2/3 schedule with kids and everything I was trying to manage. And I thought, oh man, I'm going back full-time now. So with a full-time teaching load, how am I going to manage to then throw in like being this mothers group leader? So I kind of just thought, okay, I'm old enough, I'm almost 50, so I've learned I got to pray about it, I got to discern, don't just dismiss it. And then as I was going through the house, Dorothy gives you this package, I had it like all over the house. I had saints, and every time I'd see it, I think, oh my gosh, it's just constantly coming back. And that's when there's like something more to it, right? The tug on the heart kind of never goes away. So then comes the summer. And during the summer, I found this great parish, St. Clement's in Etobicoke. Anyone here from St. Clement's? It's a lovely parish. Oh, lovely, there you go. So lovely parish, and they have an adoration chapel and morning mass. So I would go some days to the mass and then the adoration chapel. And one day I'm in mass, and I see this lady with the, characteristic, these red rimmed glasses, and I'm like, that's that Dorothy Pilarski. Like, I know that lady, right? And so I thought, oh, maybe I'm supposed to talk to her and maybe pursue this, mothers group thing. And I'll talk to her after Mass. So the Mass ends, and I kind of noted where she was sitting. Mass is done, and I turn around, and she's gone. I'm like, oh, okay, well, maybe I'm not supposed to talk to her. And then I go again to the Mass, and I see her again. And again, she just disappeared after. So I thought, oh, I just can't connect with this lady. So I thought, I don't like to say I made a deal with God, but I just made a suggestion. right? I said, Lord, if you really want me to perhaps pursue this and be a mother's group leader, then you need to, help me connect with this lady, Dorothy Pilarski. So one day I'm in the Adoration Chapel at St. Clement's and I'm praying, and it was kind of part of my daily prayer to just say, do you want me to go into this? And just help arrange a meeting. So I come out of the Adoration Chapel, and the parking lot at St. Clement's is empty, which is not always the case. It was completely empty, except for my car. And there's this lady walking up with the red rimmed glasses. And I just went, no way, there's no way. There was no distraction whatsoever. And I just went up to her and I said, excuse me, are you Dorothy Pilarski? And she was so shocked, and we started talking, and this beautiful, warm demeanor, and I was so drawn right away to speaking with her and learning more about the Catholic Mothers Group. And then she got my email. Oh my goodness, once she gets your email, you're done. So I got the email, and she invited me to a training session, and so warm and welcoming, and still asking you to discern. It's not like, I came to the training session, she expected me to immediately agree. It was very much allowing me the freedom to discern whether I was called to this. But I had already gone to the training session knowing. I just knew. So I fully enjoyed the training session. It was, again, so warm and welcoming and put me at ease. She's like, if just once a month, that's all we're asking. Once a month to get together with some moms from your group. And I thought, okay, I can do that, right? So it was very, very helpful. So I agreed, and I said, okay, I'm going to do this. So I went to my parish priest, and I said, I'd like to start this mothers group, and he was so supportive, and I said, I just want to announce it after the masses. And so I did, and my parish secretary, lovely lady, said, this is great. She goes, you'll probably get 6 or 7 women. It's going to be incredible. And I said, I know. Wouldn't that be great if I had 6 or 7 women and we just meet once a month? And so I started off, and my first group, very, very providentially, was 12 women. I thought, wow. So that's where it started, 12 of us at a first meeting, and it was a very powerful, grace-filled time. And then as we went forward, more women just started showing up and sending me an email or stopping me at Mass, and now we are a group of 35 women that have assembled. So the best thing that Dorothy said that struck me at that training session, she said, this group is actually a gift to you. This is a gift to you. And it became so clear that that was the case as the women started joining the group and as we had our monthly meetings. Because the women that I've connected with in my parish, some of them are people I've known for a long time. And then there's women that they were just acquaintances that I would say hello to. And then, just last week, a woman that just came back to the church in December approached me and asked about the mothers group. So I'll be getting to know her soon. So it's been a truly massive grace in my life. And as the Cardinal talked about, the expansion of the heart, it's like when you have a child, I know there's Miss Douglas is here. She's got, I think it's 15 children now, right? It doesn't matter, her first or her last, your heart expands with this love for your children, right? So my heart just expanded with this love for these women in this group, and it's just been a tremendous gift to my life. I'm so grateful. And I really recommend that if you're feeling that little tug today and you're thinking, maybe I could do this, maybe I could lead a mother's group, I just invite you to pray and to discern.
Fill that out.
Okay, and there's the little pamphlet on your on your table that you can go and you can contact Dorothy and you can find a lot more information. But I really do encourage you to discern and to pray about it. Because if you're anything like me, I thought, oh man, I don't know if I can do one more thing. But if God is calling you to do it, just do it. Just do it. And don't worry about being perfect. It's not about being perfect. I have the best group of women because I'm not a fancy person. And Dorothy's like me, the flowers and I'm just kind of like a tomboy. So I rely on these beautiful women that help me set everything up. They're so wonderful. And it's not about being perfect, it's just about being present. Just be present and invite people, and you'll be amazed what God will do through you. Thank you so much.